Welcome to people to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate your time. So we're going to do a general daily reading to know what's going on today, but the most of yourselves. So what do the viewers need to know today? What do the viewers need to know? What do the viewers need to know on the 15th of July? 15th of July. Okay, right, so first card. We have the Page of Swords. So today is a day of thoughts going all over the place, but there's a sense of honesty today. Where are we being honest with ourselves? Are we bringing all these decisions to us to be able to communicate to who we need to communicate? So there is an aspect here that for some of us, being truthful but receiving the truth back. For some of you, there might be a few little lies going on. So we need to know all the information to go into the future. There's too much in the past gone, too much. So deciphering where these lies are coming from is very, very important. We see here that there is newness to the situation. So if that does ring true to you, that someone around you is lying, then there is going to be a reprieve. There's going to be a peaceful time. So these thoughts that need to grow in a bigger way need to be put in a calm, sensitive environment. So if someone is telling you untruths, then being sensitive around that will probably speak volumes. So in the new situation, it's always good to approach it with sensitivity and love. Okay, so moving on from that, you can see here that with the Three of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, there's going to be a reward. The achievements are going to be met. You're going to be acknowledged for that. So someone around you is going to appreciate you. However, this person over here may not, but those general people around you are. So when you're working really hard to achieve your goal, then that is going to be recognised. King of Pentacles. This shows that you can meet your dreams and desires. This shows you that wealth is going to be yours and productivity is also going to be yours. There's going to be a complete success if you pay attention to this. So careful planning for a lot of you, putting love into the situation and really paying attention to the small details will allow growth to come through really, really well. For some of you as well, the King of Pentacles is representing a person. It could be actually your boss. So your boss will really like you, like your work you're doing, congratulate you and probably promote you in the long run. So if that's something that you're interested in, but there is definitely recognition there for yourselves. For other people who are just starting out on a new romance or even having a child, because this could be a child as well, coming in, then that's also quite interesting. So obviously it's a person that is going to really support you in that. So for some of you who are thinking of having children, then the person who's really grounded would actually really like you to do that. That doesn't make sense at all, does it? Right, so on the aspect here, you've got indecisions probably about that. So just finding the information out from this guy perhaps would be applicable. Now this is a doorway for new opportunities to arise. So when making decisions especially ones that have been in the past. Finding out the truth of the matter, but also the opportunities. But you do have opportunities here. So when you really want to work hard at a project, then this is the aspect to expand that project. So say for instance you were working self-employed, or you are the boss and you want to expand. This is an aspect here that you can, but find out all the information first, do the planning, do the research, because when we expand our business we may do it too quickly, or there might be the wrong place at the wrong time. So it is very, very careful planning in those aspects. So you can see here that you have worked very hard, you've done a lot of groundwork already in that. You are deciding whether to go on or not. Sometimes, I mean, you've definitely got the ability, if you're one of these people who wants to expand your business or set about starting a business, this is definitely a card that you've done all your work, and it's been a battle at some stage, but things are in progression. Whoops. Well, as I said, it's like find out the right time and the right place. And the right avenue. Sometimes over advertising or going to social media may not be the right aspect for yourself, and this is where the Page of Swords comes in hand. It's like, just because everyone else is doing it that way doesn't mean to say you have to do it that way. Does that make sense? So just assessing what the whole situation is like. So the consequences of actions obviously is going to have a huge impact, but learning from other people as well is going to be a big thing. It's who else around you can actually help you in these ventures. Okay, one more card. So you definitely have justice here for the whole situation. So recognising that you are a leader in your venture, whatever that may be, even if it's something so simple, then justice is on your side. If you weigh up the little things that are floating around mentally, to the love aspect, to putting your heart's desire into these things that work, will allow you to actually come to really know where to go and develop this project even more. But to be honest, this is one of the best cards in the whole pack, the King of Pentacles. They bring in money, they've got the stability to produce more and more and more. They're very grounded, they're very stable, and they're very hard working, which you know yourself if you're one of these people who are trying to get your business venture or project up off the ground. So you can actually do that in an abundance. Now then, I'll give you a little unicorn card if you want to stick around for that, because these unicorn cards give a much better insight sometimes in the development of the day. So what do you all need to know? Okay, so the unicorn today is going to be adventure. So I get the feeling that if you were to adventure out into pastures new, that would be okay. It would be okay, because the Ace of Cups here, it is bringing you an abundance. This is the fountain of youth, so to speak. This will give you everlasting, ever refilling aspects of not only love but money as well. So when you've got that, putting aside the negative thoughts that are flowing into you, you've got the justice and you've got the consequences. The consequences of not venturing out to have your adventure, it is like venturing out. It's not just one ad, it's lots of adventures. So, you know, basically today, this is really telling you to go for it. Do the planning, do the hard work, and really go for it. So I wish you lots of love and luck and capabilities, because a lot of you have got more than capable of making this happen. Okay, see you again next time. Oh, check out the daily astrology readings that I do. That's really good. That'll give you more in-depth information. Alright, take care. Bye.